Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a KPI visual like this in Power BI. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to add an image to the new card visual, the reference labels in the card visual, and how to do the conditional formatting for each reference labels, and how to format the card visual like this as you can see on my screen. So let's start creating this visual from scratch. So as you can see on my screen, I have a blank page having two slices for year and month. And as you can see on the right, you can see this sales measure, that is just the sum of sales measure. So let's take this new card visual on the visualization pane and let's add the sales measure to it. Next, what we can do is let's go to the format and call out value option to reduce the size to maybe 20 and change the font UI semi bold. And also we can do one thing, go blank as 0, so that whenever it's blank it will not show that dash dash, instead it will show 0. Let's close this call out value. Next, we are going to add reference labels for versus last month and versus last year. So for that, let's create measures. To create that, let's click on new measure and let's create versus last month measure. It will be first create variable for current month, which will be just the sales measure. Next variable will be for the previous month, and it will be calculate sale date add date column from date table. Number of interval will be -1 and interval will be month. Let's close this, close the bracket. So this logic will calculate the previous month value. Next, let's add a variable for creating the percentage, which will be just divide current month minus previous month divided by previous month and close bracket. So this will calculate the percentage increase or decrease from the last month, and we can return this percentage. So this is our measure. If I add it in the reference label, let's say add it here versus last month, so it's showing as versus last month minus 0.44. So I want to add an icon for increase and decrease. So after calculating this percentage, we can add a variable for the formatting. Let's say format, and this will be having a condition. So let's add switch true, and here we will check if percentage is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, then we are going to add an icon unichar 11165. So this is the up arrow icon, and let's concatenate with the ampersand and add a space between the number. Again, add concatenate ampersand, and here we can add this formatting. So I want to format the percentage as 0.0% with single digit percentage. So let's close the inverted comma and close the bracket. So this is for if the percentage is greater than 0. So let's add a comma and click on Shift Alt down to copy this line again. And here we'll say if it is less than 0, the unichar will be down arrow. For that, the number is 11167 and the format will be this. Else, the format can be this only without any icon. And let's close the bracket. And instead of returning the percentage, we can return this format. So this is our versus last month measure. If we see it here, you can see now it's showing the arrow, down arrow for the negative percentage. But if we are showing the down arrow, we don't need to show the negative symbol. For that, what we can do is, you can see it here, if the percentage is less than 0, here we can multiply the percentage with -1 so that it will give a whole positive number with the down arrow, which indicates that it's going down. So next, I'm going to create the similar measure for percentage for versus last year. So I'm going to copy this and create a new measure, paste it, and let's say versus last. Control Shift L. It will select the month. Just replace the month with year, and our work is done. So this measure will calculate the versus last year. So just we had to replace this function where we calculate the previous year logic. Rest everything will be same, so it's fine. This is our measure, so we can pull this as well in the reference label here versus last year. So let's do some formatting. We don't want this background, so for that we can choose all in the reference label so that we can see the divider option, and here we can turn off the background, and in the divider option we can choose a light gray, and that will be fine. Next, what we can do is just go to the layout option inside the reference label, and arrangement we can choose it as rows. So if we choose it as column, this will be like this. We can choose this one as well, but for our case, let's choose row. And in the style, let's choose tabular instead of sentence. In the tabular, title will be on left and the values will be on right. Next, what we can do is we can go to the card section, and we can choose the shape as rounded rectangle, and choose the rounded corner as 10% maybe, and let's make it a little short. And also we'll have to turn off the background from here. So turn off the background. So this will not turn off the background for the card. This will just turn off the background for the outer layer of the card, as this is a multi-card visual. Next, what we'll have to do is we'll have to add shadow as well. So go to the card option where we have chosen the shape as rounded rectangle, and let's keep the border. Let's enable this shadow. So we can align the size maybe like this. It will give a nice look. Next, what we can do is we'll have to add a conditional formatting to change the colors for this. And to change the color for these measures versus last year, we'll have to add two new measures. I will show you how to add it easily. So we'll go to the versus last month, and we'll exactly copy this and click on new measure, Control V, and here we'll say conditional formatting for last month. And here what we have to change is this switch condition. So if the percentage is greater than 0, then we'll have green. If it is less than 0, then we'll have red. Else we can throw as gray, and this is it. So this is for conditional formatting last month. Similarly, we can copy the versus last year and click on new measure, paste it, and rename it to conditional formatting for last year. And in the switch condition, if the percentage is greater than 0, to green. If it is less than 0, let's choose red. Else, let's choose gray and click on enter. Next, let's go to the format and collapse everything. And let's now go to the reference labels. And here let's select sales, and let's select the label for versus last month and go to the value section, and here we can change the colors. So click on this FX and click on field value and choose the condition for last month. Click on OK, and you can see this color is changed. Similarly, we'll go to and change the label for versus last year and go to the value again and click on this FX. Let's choose the field value, and here we'll choose CF last year. Click on OK. So you can see it has changed the color of these reference labels. To further enhance this, we can add an image to it. So let's select the sales from here and turn on the image. And here image type will be image, as we are just uploading it. So let's search the image for sales icon, and here the image is added. Now what we have to do is we'll have to turn off this fixed size. So when I turn off, you can see this has reduced a little. Now from here, image area size, let's choose as 20. You can see it's fixed, and you can play with the size and adjust according to your visual. Next, you can see it's too bright, so we can go to transparency and make it 30% transparent. Now it's looking better. To further enhance this visual, we can go to the card section and turn on the accent bar, and we can keep the accent bar anywhere. I like to keep it on top and increase the width as and make it slightly less hard color, so it can be anything, like maybe add this blue hard color and change the transparency. Let's increase it little, like this is fine. So our KPI visual is ready. So this is how we create a KPI visual in Power BI with this kind of design. These are the books that I highly recommend buying that can take your Power BI skills to the next level. These three books can cover almost all the aspects of Power BI, from DAX to Power Query to the overall Power BI dashboarding. You can find the link of these books in the description. Check them out if you want to level up faster. If you like my videos and the way of teaching, do consider subscribing my channel. Till then, goodbye and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.